Let's get you caught up on all of the important stock market news and prepared for the trading day ahead. First up, we have reports that a White House official said there will be a reduction of levies aimed at providing relief to U.S. automakers. The reduction in levies will apply to foreign parts that are used in U.S. manufactured cars. The move also aims to prevent multiple tariffs from stacking on top of each other on foreign-made cars. Overall, this is a positive sign for markets. Ford and GM were down slightly in pre-market for other reasons that I'll mention a little bit later in the video. Today, we have two important events: a White House press conference with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent this morning at 8:30 Eastern, and a CNBC interview with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Bessent told us yesterday that we could see the first trade deal announced this week or next. If a trade deal is announced this morning at the press conference, then that would be a very positive development for markets. Either way, Bessent's comments at the press conference this morning will have an impact on markets. As for Lutnick's 2 p.m. interview, I find it interesting that he will be giving the interview from Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix is where TSMC has begun U.S. manufacturing of advanced semiconductors, including NVIDIA's Blackwell. We're also waiting to hear news from the Commerce Department about their study on the semiconductor supply chain and the reveal of the semiconductor tariffs. I don't know if this is what Lutnick's interview is about, but there is a good chance that his interview will move markets today, so be prepared for that. As for economic releases, we get home prices data at 9 a.m. Eastern, followed by JOLTS job openings and CB consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Eastern. Both the JOLTS report and consumer confidence will be important for markets, given recent macroeconomic fears on Wall Street. Looking at a chart of the S&P on the daily time frame, I want to remind you all that we broke above a key resistance trend line last Friday. And although we traded lower yesterday, we are still above that trend line, which is a positive sign. Now let's see if we can hold above that trend line and get continuation in the days ahead. Today is an important day for Meta as they are hosting their LlamaCon 2025. This is a developer conference where they will share the latest on their open source AI developments. This event could potentially have an impact on AI stocks today. Be prepared for potential volatility in tech stocks as market participants brace for mega-cap tech earnings tomorrow and Thursday. Microsoft and Meta report Wednesday, and then Apple and Amazon on Thursday. Be prepared for some volatility in AI stocks as well, because these companies' CapEx guidance will have massive implications for stocks like NVIDIA and others that are central to AI data center build-out. Today, we are also getting earnings from a lot of consumer-facing companies, so let's very quickly go over some of them. GM reported earnings this morning with a beat on the top and bottom lines. However, due to recent trade policy updates, they rescheduled their conference call to Thursday. The call was originally scheduled for this morning. Additionally, GM has put its $4 billion in share buybacks on hold. In a press release, GM said that they would provide updated guidance on Thursday and that their initial guidance does not contemplate the potential impact of tariffs. GM is down slightly in pre-market at the time of recording. UPS reported strong Q1 earnings, beating both on the top and bottom lines. They said they would give guidance for the second quarter, but they will not give annual guidance beyond what they've already shared with investors. Honeywell beat on both top and bottom lines and updated its full-year guidance, raising the lower end of its earnings guidance range. The stock is up about 4% at the time of recording. Coca-Cola beat on earnings both on the top and bottom lines, but they did not update their full-year guidance. Spotify is down hard in pre-market after missing EPS expectations by roughly 50%. The company also provided guidance on both monthly active user growth and subscriber growth that did not meet analysts' expectations. We get some important earnings after the close today that should provide more clarity on the current state of the consumer. Some notable earnings today after market close include Snap, Starbucks, and Visa. All right, let's see what comes of the press conference this morning with the Treasury Secretary and Lutnick's interview later today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Any official announcement of a trade deal or news about U.S.-China negotiations moving in the right direction will be positive for markets. And that's it for today's stock market update. Let me know what you think of this series and what you want me to cover in future videos. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Please leave a like on this video so more people will see it. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.